All right, Matthew, under penalty of perjury and under severe and total duress, have you been coerced? Have you been stabbed with some mystery needle and now you feel
No.
like saying something that you don't know where it came from? Have you had anything to smoke or drink that would somehow alter your judgment, sir?
No.
Um, is it the mess that's on your face right now that might be disturbing your judgment? Huh?
Okay, that's enough of that.
Okay.
But
All right, so here, I'll ask you this question. Like, I mean, I'm not going to leave. You can
Yeah.
say whatever you want to in a minute. But, okay, guys, we were making this video because there seems to be essentially a conspiracy at this point from people trying to create drama on Matthew's birthday. And I would suspect...
And a lot of stuff with the drama happening has happened very recently.
Yeah.
Like in my birthday month.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, I'm thinking that somehow there's some kind of scheme to try to paint this as though I'm trying to isolate Matthew or cut people off without cause or something like that. So you got the kids for the first time in 5 years supposedly realizing it's Matthew's birthday and wanting to send him a message, talk about how much they love him and care about him and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but they don't want to meet my dad.
So we've been back and forth with them for a while. But yeah, they don't want to talk to me, but they want to talk to him. And anyways, I was trying to just shield him from all the drama. But I did end up letting him know what was going on or whatever. And then, I've let him, he's given his approval on some of my responses.
Yeah, I think Matthew approved.
Yeah, so he literally, approved it. And anyway, so we got a text from his uncle and Aunt Jen, and they were in on the guardianship thing, and they have not actually invested themselves in meeting in person or even given an actual gift or anything for years now. The last thing that we were invited to from them, it was kind of out of nowhere and at random, was to Uncle Jesse's birthday party on a very short notice, and it happened to be at about the same time that I was really starting to get sketchy about him again. But yeah, it's not my job to tell people how to look legit. And and anyways, and then it was about that time of expressing concerns about that Matthew's sister Allison decided to get all gaslighting, and she just went off the rails and didn't even care to check herself. And that's when I'm not dealing with that. It was actually very triggering for me at the time. I couldn't, even before really recognizing this how gaslighting it was, she just did it at a bad time, just basically wanting to show off Matthew for her. She had a brother that she wasn't allowed to see, and then I guess once he turned 18, then she could see him, and he was coming up, and it was basically wanting to parade Matthew to her brother. But this is not anyone of a relationship with Matthew. It wasn't my issue. It was hers or whatever, and then she was doing gaslighty stuff in response to that. So I did let Matthew know what the situation was, that that unfortunately we can't play along with that, but so Matthew knows that. It wasn't exciting. There was nothing directly of issue with Elena, but Elena never messaged me or said anything or ever reached out on her own. The only time I saw Elena was when she was already at the things that Allison was putting on. And so I've never once had anything denying Elena anything or anything like that. But she ended up messaging about the time things were probably starting to wrap up with the kids, saying that she wanted to tell Matthew that she loved him and stuff, and then also that and she named each of the kids individually and stuff. So I'm sorry, guys. I've been through too much BS. Elena is the one that tracked down the kid's mom, apparently, and made the first contact with her when finding her or whatever. So there's always been a conspiracy going on. And so it was a dumb move on her part to link herself with them, regardless. And she should have, if they really reached out to her and it was legit, then she should have told them to handle their own business. I think anybody with any sense with everything that's gone on would have done that. And if anything, she would have wanted to not indicate that they are the ones that reminded her that it was Matthew's birthday. Because essentially, for her not to have said anything prior to that means whenever they reach out to her, if it wasn't a plan, then they reminded her that it was Matthew's birthday. That's sad and unfortunate, but not, unfortunately, a surprise. Matthew is very loved. He's very happy. I want him to have healthy happy extended relationships. I just don't have any options for that. And he's aware of that. He knows it's
Yeah.
a regret, an unfortunate thing. Okay, now Matthew, I'm done putting words into your mouth. Do you have anything you want to add?
Well, calling my dad sick and in need of help was probably not the brightest thing you could have said because you're wrong. He is quite literally right
Wait,
there.
no, you're not supposed to talk about it. You're supposed to be like, telling my dad he was, act like you can't read the words that are in front of you, like on the teleprompter. No, just kidding. No. You're wrong. This it's not scripted. It's not scripted.
You can't say he's putting words in my mouth. This is completely my speech. Well, now it sounds like it's not, but anyway. Basically, my dad, he's been able to take care of me, and I love him. There's nothing wrong with him, and he's my dad.
That was very good. That almost sounded believable. It almost sounded like okay, I'll give you $6 now.
Aww.
That's good. I was only going to give him 4 at first, but I mean he nailed that. That's singing out of the park. Okay, Matthew, is this message Matthew approved?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's responsible for the production of this ad? Some kind of super PAC, or is it sponsored by anybody?
I think it was the cat.
Have you been coerced in any way? Okay. All right, guys. No, he actually wanted to do this too, just because it's clear that there's a bunch of drama going on. We're just setting the record straight that Matthew can. He's free to talk to counselors at school who are mandatory reporters, and they will get this all straightened out. By the way, instead of this drama, he actually, at his awards assembly, I felt like when his teacher was recognizing him for his stuff, it was the most heartfelt and meaningful praise of a student out of the whole 3rd grade. And it meant a lot to me too, because it's absolutely relative to stuff like this. It's a good, my other kids were all straight A students too. And I was smart, so I didn't let it, I stayed humble about their success. I didn't try to take full credit for myself. I just gave them credit for their own brilliance, and I was fortunate and all of that. But with Matthew's praise, I mean, he's smart, got the good grades and stuff, but with all that he's been through, all that he's lost, to hear that praise and to hear how it's specifically pretty much about how he cares about others, and also his dancing, but they know that he does that to entertain others. Yeah. To hear all that and have it be so heartfelt like that. I mean, granted, I'm his dad, so I could be biased, but it was. I really don't think that was bias. I think I really picked up on something deeper there that was, yes. So anyways, that Matthew's doing really well in spite of that, and it's a shame that more people aren't legit and sharing in that. We're trying to deal with that. I'm actually on track to potentially maybe some of the people I met while door dashing and delivering their food are going to prove to be the friends that we've needed. So we will find out.
And I wish, the kids could be here, but unfortunately not.
Not under these circumstances.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
because we quite literally got a photo of
Ethan flipping me off.
Yep.
So they can prove that they still have a dog that I said they probably don't still have, but Allison will not send me any proof that she actually has a diploma. So I stand by my claim that they're dropouts. So hopefully that's not the case, but I'm quite sure it is. And I think that's where all this drama is coming from. 5 years later, they should be onto something new. I don't care if they want to have a relationship with me or not.
I wish they could let it go, but
there was no there, but it's sad. It's extremely sad. They are only on that because they have no other life. I just can't imagine how terrible it must be that you're still repeating fake drama from years ago. And it's not that often that I hear from them and this stuff starts up, but it gets started up and it's the same stuff. Only I forgot about the whole one thing, but anyways, okay, this is long enough, but the point is, this is Matthew's birthday tonight, and we haven't played any games together, so I've let this derail me from what we should have been doing. What? Let's showcase some of our mess here. I was trying not to.
Yeah.
Oh, Yeah, he got new controllers for his birthday that mount like that.
Yep.
He's liking them, digging them. All right. Happy birthday to you. And the shirt was for his birthday.
Yeah.
His ramen life, which is he's posing with the meme because he doesn't get ramen that often. It's not healthy as a regular meal. So. I'm not opposed to throwing some in a little bit, but he's never really requested it at random either. So just
That's kind of like
I'm outing you right now, like the ramen life. And no, I'm just kidding. All right, this is over.
Yeah. Bye.